languages. Then the Quran is Arabic language. So, but when we say we are the African itself, is no one of them who are written in any African language in this.
Yeah, because we've been stripped of our own. We've been stripped, because of our own culture and religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is just like how they come and take over us.
Yeah.
Colonial times and how they did us. That's how they do it in the education. That's how they do it in the. How they take our mineral to strip us of everything that we had.
Yeah.
And we take it to their own people.
So you think you think they have been taking everything from us? That's why we could not. You mean? But they're saying that they're saying that the holy books written in this language. But all the three holy books, I cannot see the African language there.
Yeah, because they don't want to include it. It's like when you know the truth, right?
Yeah.
You know the truth of these people, of the African people,
Yeah.
Of course that when you are the ones in power, you're gonna change everything, to make them not to even know themselves no more. So now they are the ones who's gonna take you as a God, because you're gonna come back to them and say, here I'm going to give you my version of the Bible now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is our own language.
Yeah.
You have to obey this language now.
Yeah.
Why from the beginning maybe it was your mother language and everything.
Written there.
But they understand that, but they just change everything around.
Because when as you say, when you are thinking about the language in this case, it's like if it was the black was forced, so there must be also their language should be forced. Right. But then, as you say, they just take everything, they steal everything, the language, the culture, everything, the religion, everything, what you believe, everything.
Exactly.
And they tell you all that is bullshit.
Yeah,
so now they start to tell you what to do, what to believe, what to follow, and all this. I think something like that.
Because that's the truth, because it wouldn't be like because then we wouldn't be in this situation that we are into,
Yeah.
That we always looking up to them, putting white Jesus in the world, and we worship that shit,
Yeah.
Which is like, why we can't worship a black Jesus?
Yeah.
All those kind of manipulation is to tell us that they want us to worship them, look up to them.
Yeah.
We should be looking up to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because then when I was thinking about all these holy books, then in that case, according to what the history is black, they never have a holy book. But I had also in other way that it's like how the holy books comes. It was because of then in that case when the Torah comes, it's just because of people was denying God, and they are doing what God not tell them to do, like they deny. Then that one they follow in the devil's side.
True.
That's what I had also. That's why now the Torah comes. So then to tell them, now you are denying God. You are following the Satan.
Satan, yeah.
So you are denying God.
True.
So that's why they send a message to them. You understand? Then I say, okay, then in this case I understood, because the black never be evil. That's why they never send any message to us in that case.
Yeah.
But then when they say now the Christian too, now the Jesus, when he comes, also be sent to them, because they was not doing the right. So, and then answer. Now they send the last prophet, which is the Muhammad, and send it to the Arab, because they was doing, bad things, evil things. That's why now the Muhammad himself comes and to tell them what they are doing is wrong.
Exactly.
But why they should send also a black man who come to tell them what God can send one black to go tell the Arab that what they are following is not good, or send one black man to the white people to tell them what they are doing is wrong, or send one black to the Jews to tell them what they are doing not good. So what is wrong to do that still? Why have to be their own, sending their own people to themselves?
No, I don't believe that they send their own people to themselves. I feel like Jesus was he was the truth, you know, he was black.
Yeah, that's right. Me, I think it's that one.
No.
Because they always want to confuse you, so to make you believe anything what they are saying.
You know, because they want to tell you, like, make us believe that Jesus was white, you know, we kill our own Jesus. But that's lie, because the real deal, you know, why they kill him, because, you know, he was different from them, and he was not the same race as them, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
That means he was being sent to them, because, like you said,
yeah,
warned them, you know what I mean? And he was not the same race as them, you know.
Even Musa himself, because why they wanted to kill him, because they was thinking that he's supposed to come to the Jews and all this, but when they see he was a black, they say, no, this one is not to live.
Exactly.
You see all this?
Exactly.
But I mean, they have been trying this all life, but what they think, this cannot continue, because the black himself have, I mean, is God created, I mean, first the black, so I mean, they're the first and then they will be last, so
yeah.
Whatever, I mean, you know, the evils they are doing also, so still, I mean, you know, that is, they will not end with that. So always the black will be the last, because, you know, I mean, as they say, you can fool somebody sometime, but you cannot fool everybody all the time,
exactly.
As Bob Marley said.
True.
And then we are on that situation right now. That's why it's gonna be really tough, because now people are working, because you're making black always like they are not educated, they are nothing, they are down, they are just slavery and all this. So, but you know, of course, that cannot be forever. So things have to be changed.
Yeah.
You know,
nations are waking up, and the young generation too is coming up. So.
Yeah, that's right. So, okay, if we go more further, so I have a little bit the question to you here also. I'm thinking about here again, about, because for me, you know, I was starting how things start, because, you know, I'm very, you know, interested in how things start from the beginning. Even now, I don't know even how things start, but, but I mean, what I understood that when everything what I have seen, I be told and all that, I can see everything is not true. So that's why I think, as we say, you know, always is the black force, but now because of, you know, to confuse the whole thing and to manipulate the black, to tell them, no, it's like you are down, you be there, you just slave, all that. But anyhow, so what is my next, I wanted to question here. I just, you know, want to ask you this about this slavery a little bit, right? Because what I see, what I heard, and all this, what I have seen, and what is even always have been on and still on, is about this slavery, right? And then, as we know, and everybody know, you know, the Jews was a slave masters, right? And then the white also was a slave master. All of them, they are white anyhow, all right?
Exactly.
Then you have the Arab also have been a slave master, right?
True.
Then now you are now accounting these three groups here. Now the fourth one, that is the black. So the black was under control of the slave masters.
Yeah.
How comes this?
But you know, at the end of the day too, you know, we have to understand those who rule, you know what I mean, they are the ones who cause the, you know, the pain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have someone who is overpowering you, and they have the resources and financial, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't have those kind of occupation.
Yeah.
Well, then you are the one who's gonna rule you.
Okay.
So of course, then they tell you that it says that that's what we are dominated by. Why they dominate us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of the power structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then in this case, if I get you right, it's like the education. They're on the education. They're on the economy.
Exactly.
And then in this case, like education and money,
Even
like
the
economy,
religion,
that's
yeah.
the power, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then in that case, because
And the
then they have
manipulation
been
by the religion.
manipulation of the religion too,
Yeah.
and in this case now they overpower the
Of
black.
course, yeah.
It's something like that.
Definitely.
Okay,
But
but
at the same time, too, but they still get some black people to sell their own people too.
okay, but the black people who
Right.
sell their own people.
Yeah.
eh,
Was controlled by them.
controlled by the
Yeah.
by the white or the
Exactly.
Jews or the Arab.
Exactly, because of financial still.
Yeah, but then in this case, the black people who also was selling their own people by the control of the white, the Jews and so on. So, but these black people, how come see why they agree with that? Why they did that?
Yeah, maybe because of financial resources. You know what I mean? Which is anyway, it's a selfish way to think, but it's very.
I don't think that is enough excuse.
Yeah, but because well, like I said, what I mean, financial resources, but people who are so, but I think because and they're under condition probably, But anyway, that's not it's not excuse as you say, because you cannot do that to other human being.
Yeah, that's right.
But because of lack of private knowledge too.
Now I think that one is I think that I can notice is a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Because of the manipulation.
Exactly.
And like a manipulation is more strong, which can manipulate you and you believe what you are doing right.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, if it was not like as you say, manipulation of the knowledge, so then you be ignorance there.
Yes.
So because otherwise, if the black himself, if they believe now, they are using the religion to say the holy books, the saying that you cannot slave nobody. So and then they're teaching you that if they teach you, if both of the holy books are saying that they're against slavery, someone to slave somebody, then if in that case, if the Torah and the Bible and the Quran, if they say the teachers of this, and if you teaching that now teaching that the black people self believe that if, as you say, you are very right, because it's it's the knowledge of the manipulation, because otherwise then house force, if you was understood very well, what the Quran say, then the Quran itself, that one is a no one can buy nobody, no one own nobody, no one can slave nobody. So so then in that case, if there was teaching you in then you understood what the Quran say, then you should not even accept it. When they come to tell you, you go sell your own people to other. True. Then you should say no, the Quran is against that. You have been teaching us that the Quran is against.
Exactly.
But then in these people, they have been manipulated, so then they still maybe they forget that one, or maybe because of their was not having enough of this knowledge.
Definitely.
Because me, what I believe, in this case, like the Quran, right? Because I know the Quran itself, time passed, the way they was bringing it, they just tell you read. But read, that means for me, you read, you don't understand. Because they don't translate for you.
It's true.
For me, that one is one of manipulating somebody.
Yeah.
Because I'm reading, I don't understand what is saying.
True.
So it's like in this case, when I wrote a letter here and I give it to you, so because then still it's like you think you can read, but you cannot read. Because if you can read, but you cannot understand, then what is the meaning of reading? I can even write a letter here. I sell you, like I give it to you and it's go give to the buyer. So that like, hey, I'm selling this book. I'm selling this boy.
And
So
I really understand what it says in the letter.
you understand? Yeah. Because you don't understand, then you take that letter and you give it to the one who I'm selling you to. And when you come there, then he say, okay, come here. You understand? Yeah. This is little like explanation, but it's very powerful.
Yeah, sure.
Because for me, this the way they using the holy books, you know, to manipulate to manipulate us. By the way, before I say manipulate somebody else, manipulate the blacks. Yeah. So in this case, because I know, I know. So it's many people, me myself, I have been, when they put us in the Quran school, you know, they used to read. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest now. I'm just telling you the truth.
I mean, you're right, because if you are a real teacher, you gotta really, you know, explain to their students so they understand what they're reading about.
You understand? True. They just say read. Me myself, I was there like 12 years. I'm just reading. You understand? But myself, later on, I started thinking, I said, I don't understand, because you just read, and then when you read, you finish the Quran, they say you have to repeat now. When you read it now, yeah, you are something now. You understand? Like you get degree, stupid. Oh, I don't know what kind of degree is that.
Why you don't understand what's
Why you don't understand what is the Quran itself saying? You understand? So this is very interesting, and it's important. It's interesting because this now, this now is a real story I'm telling you, which happened to myself. In 12 years, you are reading since you was like 6, you know, 5, 6 when you start reading. I'm reading it until 12 years. And always I used to ask, I said, but we have been reading before, and then we are ready with that, but why we cannot understand? Me, I don't understand what you did. They say, hey, just read, this is just read, because this is a holy book, it's God's words, everything, you know, you just read it. This is, everything is you are doing for God and all that. You understand? True. So today, why we are discussing about, because that happened to me. You know, it's happened. It don't happen to you, because you was not like in that area. True. You understand? In Africa, they manipulate you in this way. You understand? True. But now, if I say this one for me, I feel it like a manipulation. I understand. But you know the things is even like now, like I'm telling that this one is the way to manipulate a children. Do you know what they will like even like against me in that case to say, no, you cannot say this is the Quran, you know, when you read this, God is happy, is that. But that one, I cannot buy that one, mister. I feel it like they have been manipulating me, because the things is, okay, I have to read, but I read in something which I cannot understand. Yeah. No one translate to tell me what is the meaning of what I'm reading. Then I'm doing that all my life in 12 years. I should have learned something. True. Which maybe about history, about life, about Islam itself, history. Instead, I'm just there every day reading. This is where, because that's why we are talking about this. Because as you were saying, you know, they are manipulating the people through using the holy books. That what they did it to the black people. Yeah. So, and I was thinking how many of us students, you know, in that imam who was teaching, I don't know if I can call teaching, is anyhow making us to read, so without understanding anything. So we was 140 students.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah. And do you know, all of them, we are living in one area, right? We are living in one area, and we do everything for ourselves. And you know, like planting for him, and then making houses, but it's true. You understand? And everything we're doing, we are the one doing it. And we have some, like these animals, the goats, you know, and to the farmer, we are the one doing everything. So then in this case, this imam is very rich, because he have like 142 people, children who are working for him every day. You understand? And thinking some of them will be there since you are 7 until when you are 20. You understand? And then up to 24, because they say even you have to be there when it's 24. Now, he's the one also look for a wife for you, And then when you married, now is the time now he will come and say now, okay, let me pray for you now. I release you, now you are ready. So for me it's like I'm finished you, I'm ready with you. You know? Then after when you read this now I mean from 5 years, 6 years until you are 20, then now he said now you have degree. So what is your degree? Now you go somewhere and you open a school somewhere which you are doing the same thing. You're teaching other children also which just reading but not to understand what they are reading. You understand? True. So these things I have seen it still is existing in Africa. Yeah. And the African people, many they know that, especially in the West coast. So then you see this network is go like that. You understand? So then in this case for me, when we are talking about how the black himself how they have been overpowered, this for me this is in other way which to overpower a human. True. Because from the children, from their young, you are manipulating because what I can call manipulate. Yeah. Because what I call manipulate. So after now 20 years, then now you say you are educated. Then when you educate, why are you gonna use that education? Exactly. And they never let you even you learn some kind of occupation. True. Maybe you should have learned carpentry. Or maybe you should have learned, making, gold or whatever, or you making some knives or spoon or whatever. Some kind of occupation all your life. You haven't done that. So now is the time now they say now you have been educated with the Quran. What that is now can help you. So when you go in now, you want to build your life. So you have no education, that means you are uneducated because now you cannot read and write. You understand? True. So now this because of you cannot read and write, everywhere you go, it's like you are handicapped, right? Okay? So and then in this case, as we say, so when you do like this, many black children, many of them, because when you look at that if you have 140 children, which you see you manipulate in all their life, then when you are ready with them, maybe 20 years, then they go. So and then when you account now in Africa, especially in the west side, how many teachers who are manipulating of these children. You understand? So even now, if they are started translating, it doesn't matter. But what we are looking, why like the black always they have been, it might be low in the education life because someone have been doing it. Then in this case, that's why I complain about the way they did it. I don't know if it's other one, if it was succeed, get lucky and then be educated but I'm talking about my own life and many other also, and still is existing. So this is the other way, which is like the African people, they have been, putting them low, and then they make you like a stupid, then you cannot read and write, and it's nothing wrong with you, but someone making you to be, an educated person. So one have been manipulating you. Then in this case, as you were saying, they have been using the religions because they have been using the holy books then to manipulate these children.
Because like you just said, they put us in a dead state, because if you are explaining if you are making me to read something that you cannot, you yourself as a teacher, you can explain to me, how would you expect me to learn? And it don't make no sense. And especially that, as you were saying too, if I cannot question you, ask you, then how am I developing, and then how am I supposed to learn too?
Yeah, some of things when you question because they cannot answer maybe your question, they say no, this is God who has said, so you cannot put question to God.
But they're
using God again there.
They're using God to block your you see, all this really not a really. I don't feel like that's why you, as you know me, I feel like me. When you what doesn't matter once you see a human being, it doesn't matter as long he is a human being, whether he's teaching, he's a teacher, whatsoever. You gotta question this person, because if he's saying God, well then you are God too, because you have the right to question. Because
exactly. But what I understood in that, I understood that even our teacher itself, he don't know nothing about the translation of the Quran. Himself, he was being teaching that way.
You see that.
And then after now, they're making a teacher, imam or whatever. Now he taking another student. And he don't see like he's manipulating them, because maybe himself believing that it was like using God's according to. So, but at the same time, for him, he know that he have 200. This one, I'm telling you, 140. That one, they are staying there. But we have another who going comes. Like that one, I tell you. And many of them is like that. So in this case, he's living on that, right?
Yeah.
He's surviving on that. But I don't mean that maybe he thinking like he's using the children, but it's like the whole concept. So they are doing it. What I'm trying to tell, for me, I can see some other gaps. What is the problem when we're talking about the education? Because in this case, as I told you, when you look at it, by that time especially, how many teachers like him who have so many students everywhere, especially in the West Africa. If you look at the whole West Africa and you watch that one, then you can see now how many population which they are going to make them end of the day uneducated people.
And the funny thing, that's why sometimes people say they are Muslim, but it's just you just saying the word, but you really understand the discipline.
The problem, because now you say I'm a Muslim, but now they didn't teach you. From the beginning, the Quran. For real, what the Quran itself said.
Exactly.
Because maybe if they was teaching you from the beginning, it's some other things. Why they cannot teach you in that case proper? It's just the Quran itself will show that they should not do it. Then you find yourself that but the Quran said so. Then you start to re-question it.
True.
Then I think that's why maybe. But I believe, as I told you, I cannot complain to that teacher, but because I understood himself, he didn't know. But like the one who making the idea from the beginning,
but
that's the question.
Not to cut you short.
Yeah.
It's the same thing to people who go into church.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. To church too.
Some people go to the church, they read Bible, but still they don't understand if you ask them,
Yeah.
what the real meaning of what goes on in the Bible, and
they just go, they listen there.
Yeah,
some word go, many of word go and go out. So before you go there, you forgot what he was telling.
And you don't really, maybe because you yourself don't even have time to even read the Bible, to understand what's the spiritual and the discipline and the knowledge of it itself.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why people they could say, I believe in God, I go to church, but you are still evil in the inside. Nothing. Your behavior haven't changed.
Yeah, that's right.
If you want to change, you want to free yourself, and you haven't catch the spirit yet.
Yeah, that's right.
The spirit is not in you to understand the book itself.
Yeah, that's right.
You see.
Yeah. Then let me mention around there also, because now for me, if I'm thinking about the way they have been using the Holy Book, the religions, if I comment there my own opinion, then whether I'm wrong or right. So that's why we can discuss about. But first, I'm seeing religion like a culture, like a brought up. For me, religion is like supposed to be how you can brought children up, just to show them the way, and that one for me, in a way, it doesn't, not something which is needed that you have to do that all your life, concentrating on that. If you are not like planning to make business, because if like how to brought up children, I mean the mother himself will know better how to brought up her own children, because she loves her children. So why I'm just saying the mother, you know, the mother is like have more feeling of the children, because this painful, she's the one also go through this painful anyhow. It's not like I want to take away the man himself. But what I'm trying to say, you know, the mother, he's the one have been, you know, carried this baby like in 9 months in her stomach, and then, you know, to give birth, you know, that day also, that painness and all this, you understand? She's the one went through. So that's why most of the time, mother, if not something have wrong with her, she will never reject her own children. Even the man might be sometimes can run away, go live, but the mother always will, because the painness, what she have been through. True. I think because of that. So then in this case, that's why I put in it like a, for me, religion, I see it like a brought in up. So, and then why I say that one is not like we need to make it like the whole world that is have to be before to teach. I mean to brought up a child. So why I'm saying that, because a mother, she's the teacher of that for his own child.
Yeah, that's.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because what I'm trying to say, you know, a mother will never lie to his own child. He loves his child. And that's why he will always tell the child what to do and what not to do. And always, because of she wish her child always to have the best. Sure. of her life. And she wish that child should be the best of every other child.
Definitely.
You understand? So then in this case, if the mother is like should be our teacher, our mother should be our religion, our mother we should obey. What I'm trying to say, you understand? But I'm not talking like now, again, when you start to explain this, they will start to say, no, it's God. I know it's God there. But like for me, it's like you always know God is there. Yeah. But like this respect, this obey, and all this, you should give all this after God, the rest you give to your mother.
True.
You understand? So, I mean, myself, I'm a man, I'm a father, I can say. But what I'm trying, that what is my feeling, you understand? So, and I see like my mother, I mean, it's like, you know, like my everything. Like my God, my everything, if I can put it in that way. This is the one I will give all the respect to, all obey everything, because I believe, like my mother, it's anything, if he pray for me, that God will take it direct, without no questions. You understand? So then, in this case, it's like if you look at the whole, acts, right? You know, the other problem, because of like sometimes when you look at the mothers, like the women, right? This as we discussed about before, whatever someone, whether you are king, whether you are hero, whether you are president, whether you are police, whether you are lawyer, whether you are anything, you understand? So still is our mother, is the woman who give birth to you.
Yeah, but
you understand?
You're right. But
so still what I wanted to say is that, but where I'm come to say to you, if you could understand me very well, is that, but still, if you look at the world we are live today, the woman always is like be put down. It's more dominated. So it's like it's less respect to the woman, like to understand what, as the way I'm trying, like how they important they are. They are not giving that, their roles, or I mean that respect, you understand? It's like the whole world, when you look at it, the woman is more dominated.